Good day. Kwedag. Letsatsi lebotse. Usuku olhle. Sikulileni molweni emini nje. Ojo dada siku njema. Welcome to Momentum Metropolitan Africa. Now that I have your attention, let me introduce myself. My name is Victor Chidongo, known as Mr. Chi. I am the head of the Africa Portfolio Management Office, PMO, at the Momentum Metropolitan Holdings, and I'll be your host for the next half an hour or so as I walk you the journey that we have covered in the Africa segment in setting up our PMO. I hope you'll be able to get insights into what we have managed to go through. The presentation will commence with an overview of the Momentum Metropolitan business with a specific emphasis on the Africa segment. Subsequently, we will introduce you to the Africa segment PMO, the country PMOs, our strategy and structure, and provide an overview of our journey, detailing our evolution over the past 18 months. Our focus will then shift towards client service excellence, illustrating how we maintain the momentum within our diverse Africa segment and drive motivation towards achieving our objectives on this journey. Furthermore, we'll showcase how our journey has been guided by best practices, complemented by adaptable fit-for-purpose innovation. Lastly, we'll demonstrate the tangible impact of this journey on the Africa segment, highlighting the valuable benefits derived from this initiative, supported by testimonials from our leaders and stakeholders. We invite you to join us and experience our journey with the Portfolio Management Office. Momentum Metropolitan Africa is a subsidiary of the South African-based financial services group, Momentum Metropolitan Holdings Limited. Our client-facing and specialist brands enable businesses and people from all walks of life to achieve their financial goals. Our purpose is to build and protect our clients' financial dreams. Our footprint is on the African continent and it spans in 5 countries. We have a strong heritage operating over 51 years. We have got core operations in Botswana, Ghana, Lesotho, Mozambique, and Namibia, with our center team operating in South Africa. Momentum Metropolitan Africa employs 2,445 people across the African market. Our business operations are diverse, and these business operations are at varying levels of maturity. The businesses are not self-contained, but they utilize both in-house capabilities and functional expertise in the broader Momentum Metropolitan Holdings Group. The PMO consequently plays a vital role in providing structure to the portfolio, building skills and competencies, building common methodologies and standards, managing prioritization, and ensuring the efficient use of resources. From a long-term insurance product perspective, this structure and rigor is critical for the effectiveness of delivery of our portfolio and the entire project list. As mentioned earlier, the business operations in the countries where we are highly diverse. So we span all the way from life, health, short-term, asset management, and retirement planning. This fact alone underscores the complexity of the project portfolio within the segment. The design of our operating model ensures 4 key outcomes in the execution of our strategy: encouragement of growth, a real practical client focus, clear roles and responsibilities, end-to-end accountability in our businesses, and all these are good foundations for a functional PMO. The breadth of our business diversity resulted in a portfolio of projects that was extensive, disjointed, and varied. This situation prompted the need for cohesive action, symbolized by the metaphorical flying eagle landing, signifying the convergence of all business entities to establish a robust portfolio management office. Several factors contributed to shaping the PMO journey, and some of these issues were pivotal in determining the direction and pace of execution. These were like project delays or failures, lack of disciplined execution, in-country resource constraints, scope creep, and change management issues, alignment with the business strategy, lack of benefit realization from various initiatives and projects. So the Africa PMO was established in the Q3 of 2022 in conjunction with the ambitious strategic investment plan in IT, which included the rollout of the corporate policy administration system and retail policy administration system across multiple countries within the Momentum Metropolitan Africa Network. The launch of the target operating model, which we affectionately called TOM, and the rationalization strategy. These underscored the necessity for a portfolio management office dubbed the dawn of a new era for us. Initially lacking structure or defined processes, the PMO operated with limited administrative resources centrally, supported by the contractors or business or IT personnel in the countries where we operate. This approach led us to navigating project delivery without established guidelines or appropriate skill sets, resulting in disorder and minimal value delivery during its inaugural year. However, with the establishment of the foundational elements, the PMO underwent significant growth and consistently improved value delivery to the business. From its challenging beginnings, it evolved into a robust entity capable of delivering substantial value, marking a remarkable journey of transformation and strength. We maintain a compact central team dedicated to strategic alignment, portfolio management, and capability enhancements. Additionally, we oversee governance, methods, and standards. Our approach was to prioritize a seasoned central team to bolster support in countries where skills and experience are often scarce. This model has allowed us to minimize delivery costs, aligning with the cost-efficient goals of many of our countries. So, Victor, the speaker, your host, has been leading the Africa PMO since December 2022. With over 20 years of program management expertise, he has successfully delivered significant transformational projects across South Africa, Zimbabwe, and other African regions. His extensive background spans various industries, guaranteeing that the PMO prioritizes business outcomes as its primary objective. Assisting the head of PMO in achieving desired outcomes is Anita Abrahams, serving as a senior project manager with more than 15 years of experience. She brings a wealth of expertise in managing highly intricate transformational programs. Fikile Boleka provides essential support to the team by handling all pertinent business analysis tasks, which are vital in crafting feasible business cases. He played a key role in designing the updated process re-engineering initiative within the target operating model program across all our countries. Then we have Rulani Sitole, who initially joined the Africa PMO team on secondment in June 2022 and transitioned to a permanent role in late 2023. Her background in business and project management is pertinent to the achievements of the Africa PMO team. Aside from portfolio management, we also aid our countries in integrating change initiatives. Since 2023, we have established a Change Management Center of Excellence at the core, overseen by Miriam Siwela. The last team member of our supporting team is Nandi Houghton, our Project Office Coordinator. Nandi aids both the central and country teams by managing office and resource logistics, administering our reporting solution, and offering technical support to our project managers in country. The composition of our country teams is determined by both the magnitude and intricacy of the change portfolio, as well as the size of the business. Consequently, we have established a tailored structure and operational framework in each country. Due to the ongoing challenge of project management maturity, our teams remain relatively small. They oversee a yearly portfolio ranging from 72 to 100 projects, with approximately 40 projects concurrently in execution and an annual change budget of about USD 3.5 million, which is around 68 million South African rands. The personnel within the in-country PMO have been nurtured and trained internally by the team sitting at the center. So the question that people might have is, why do we exist as a PMO? Our vision is to enable business outcomes for the Africa segment by providing disciplined portfolio execution services. So we do exist to become the segment and our market's most trusted business partner as a partner PMO to solve inadequate portfolio end-to-end delivery shortcomings that prevent us from achieving our business outcomes. By providing timely and cost-effective strategy-driven portfolio disciplined execution services, portfolio visibility and reporting, while benefiting from a partner PMO experience, so that our markets and PMO community see us as a strategy delivery partner by bridging the gap between strategy planning and realization, and trust us to look after their interests in delivering strategy-linked projects, because we are passionate about helping the business and our stakeholders achieve their strategy business objectives by delivering business outcomes. So our primary objectives revolve around becoming the premier business partner for our countries, deeply committed to facilitating the attainment of their business objectives through proficient portfolio execution within schedule, scope, and budgetary constraints. Our focal points encompass portfolio management, delivery management, establish effective delivery structures, ensure sound control environment, and drive agile delivery. Our communication from the Africa PMO has been straightforward and aligned with the principles of Project Management Board of Knowledge. This has been our message. The Africa PMO is not viewed as a cost center. Rather, it is recognized as a value-adding entity within the business, tasked with facilitating the delivery of the strategy. Failure of the PMO to fulfill its role would result in the desired outcomes not being realized. So we see a golden thread running all the way from senior leadership, driving and crafting the strategy, building upon and having portfolios, which we then break down into our programs and projects, so that after delivery of these projects and programs, we can now hand over to our operations, and then this loop goes all the way back to senior leadership, where strategy is also being crafted on a continuous basis. So if we fail to introduce disciplined execution of the portfolio, then there is a missing link. We have strategy and a room full of strategy, but with nothing to hand over to operations to achieve the business outcomes. Now, let's look at the PMO's evolution through its journey so that we understand and appreciate how it all unfolded. So we had our pillar 1, which was establishing appropriate governance and structures to drive project decision. We had pillar 2, which was focusing on enhancing our goal alignment processes, directly linking our business strategy and financial outcomes to our portfolio so that we have this link intact. The pillar 3 now was to have a standard project change or project delivery framework across Africa to mature project management disciplines, standardize reporting, and improve delivery through disciplined execution. Pillar 4 was developing and growing the essential skill sets to support project delivery. And our pillar 5, which was the last pillar, was implementation of our choice of the enterprise project management system, the Project Portfolio Office 2, which is commonly called PPO in our space. Now, here was the first deliverable: to establish and embed the Africa PMO and start tracking projects. Very critical. Deliverable number 2, to implement Africa Change Delivery Framework, ACDF, and train the users. So on average, we're aiming at training about 15 to 25 people per country. Deliverable number 3 was implementation of the PPO2 to enhance capacity planning and reporting quality. And deliverable number 4 was then to embed and mature ACDF and improve adherence to governance, introduce portfolio management into our space. What did we see? The focus mainly was to look at, like in deliverable number 1, reporting, risking projects, and identifying the key areas of improvement and designing fit-for-purpose framework. That was the crux of the matter. Fit-for-purpose framework is what we desired. So let's move on now to client service excellence, where we focus on the range of services and functions provided by the PMO to its clients and stakeholders to meet the business performance expectation. The Africa PMO operates across all the business sectors with a dual focus. Firstly, to implement change initiatives, and secondly, to guarantee that the business reaps benefits from these projects through meticulous portfolio and program management and project management. Additionally, we participate in various areas of the business to deliver value-added services where disciplined execution is essential for realizing benefits. And here are the key pillars that we are focused on: strategic advisory, portfolio, program and project management, change management, center of excellence of services, resource management and augmentation, training and coaching, governance, standards, tools, and methods. These became our key client service excellence, the services that we offered to our business, the service that we offered from a strategic advisory purposes where we act as a business partner, the delivery of the project, offering the change management services, resource management, making sure that we support our countries to make sure that they have the right skills at the right level, making sure that they follow the governance, the standards we've put in place, and use our tools and methods for survival. Now, if we move on and focus now to industry best practice. So, Momentum Metropolitan Africa developed and adopted the Africa Change Delivery Framework, ACDF, across all the change initiatives within our segment. This is an adaptation of PMBOK and SAFE specifically to our environment. The skill sets and the governance requirements meeting that. The Africa PMO is premised on the successful rollout training and adoption of the ACDF change framework in all the countries. A continuous golden thread links strategy definition, execution, and eventual realization. At the very least, each initiative requires a rationale and a justification via a business case. So delivery methods vary, whether through waterfall, agile, or hybrid. However, what truly matters is achieving customer outcomes upon completion. So as you can see from the presentation here, that what we try to do was to align this as much as we can to the PMBOK as well as some of the SAFe principles, so that we have a life cycle running all the way from project concept. We do the feasibility and business case, we initiate and plan, we do the requirement and design, we do the solution design, we close the project, and we get the benefits through benefits tracking. All this rolls up as well into our portfolio planning, and then rolls up again into our strategy delivery plan, so that every initiative that we work on is connected in a way to the strategy of the business of the organization. We also embedded the Africa Change Management methodology fully into our Africa Change Delivery framework to ensure that change is embedded into the business, to ensure value release with no change management resources, capabilities being built within the PMO and the human capital community. So what you see here is the methodology that is used in our project, which is we adopted the ADICA methodology, which is also linked to the PROSI methodology. So what it means is, from a change management methodology, we have gone for the best practice, not necessarily just shooting for the stars, but actually following through and making sure that we apply the same concept in our business. From a people side, the people development and support spans not only within the in-country and central PMO, but for the business as well. So there is an immense appreciation that business capability is also key in making projects successful. As Africa PMO, we build project management and change management capability with business sponsors, owners, subject matter experts, line managers, IT, and the PMO staff in country. So how do we do that? Through the temporary moves like job covers, learning through exposure, moving our people around, coaching and mentoring, on-the-job opportunities, training opportunities. So we select a few people, move them around. We select one person from that country, move them around, and make sure that they understand what's happening. We take coaching and mentoring seriously. On the job support, the central PMO supporting the countries, supporting the PMOs in country, supporting all the resources, training opportunities where we expose our people to the various training, going in country, training the teams and making sure that they understand what project management is, and making sure that we fully endorse the concept of disciplined project management, disciplined execution for project within our space. So now, in 2023, we introduced our PPO, which serves as the singular version and primary source of truth for the entire Africa Change portfolio, encompassing projects across business, IT, digital, property, M&A, and investments, as well as BAU. It has since emerged as the default point of reference for vital project data and reports. Mainly, the system aids the business in directing its attention towards the following areas: governance and supervision, document handling, project financial administration, monitoring and controlling, and so that we can get the status, managing risks and issues, benefits administration, change management, resource planning. All these functions happen on our key system, which is PPO. So what it means then is we have enabling systems that help us to make sure that we can deliver on our projects. Now, let's turn to the innovation and adaptability of the journey so that we can get there. The Africa PMO has a philosophy of continuous improvement, and as such, we have enhanced our tools and methods, standards and templates throughout its lifetime. We will continue to do so into the future, especially as the business evolves. Most recently, the demands by the business has set agility as a key tenet of business strategy. So we have started evolving and will be embedding agile principles across the entire business. So below we list a few highlights to demonstrate this innovation mindset. At the inception of the Africa Change Delivery Framework, we devised a set of templates to bolster project management practices across all project phases. Over time, we have refined, streamlined, and automated numerous templates. Each phase of the project has got a template that is assigned to it. The template is not going to work, it's not supposed to work as a spanner along the way. It is supposed to enhance the speed at which we deliver. So we have seen a lot of transformation of the manual deliverable metrics and the governance checklist into an automated system, the integration of the business canvas into charters, the simplification of the business cases, the automation of change requests, the enhancement and automation of business benefits realization processes, the automation of the risks and issues and action log, the automation of the control owner action log, the automation of the decision log, the automation of the lessons learned documentation, and simply put, the simplification and automation of the project closeout report. So instead of our project manager spending weeks on end compiling a closeout report, by the press of a button, they get these templates already populated, some of them directly from the system, and they get the information, and there we are, managing to close our project on time. So the complete set of templates is available via the PPO system, visually indicating where they need to be integrated into the delivery framework. So by one person just going there onto the system, they can see the life cycle, they can see where we are, and right there by the click of a button, clicking that button, they are able to view all the templates that support our delivery framework. That's how far innovation has helped us, so that the people don't scramble over files, over documents that are found on machines and servers and all, but everything on one system, on our PPO system. This is an extract directly from our system that shows where all the templates will be sitting. In terms of the tools themselves, the implementation of a cloud-based automated portfolio management tool within the Africa PMO revitalized the segment, offering a multitude of advantages. So through automation, several turnaround times were slashed from a monthly to daily, with enhanced portfolio visibility emerging as a standout benefit. This shift has also resulted in a transformation of the language used within the project management sphere, leading to a decrease in administrative burdens previously associated with labor-intensive manual consolidation processes. Basic tasks such as converting risks into issues, monitoring governance, and automating report distribution have also contributed to these accrued benefits. Of late, what we are doing now is we are integrating our PPO tool with our Power BI, so that at the click of a button, our stakeholders can access all these systems and be able to see and visualize what's happening. So the project lifecycle simplified representation is available on the PPO tool, providing our project management community with a convenient and accessible reference point. So they are able to follow through and see where and how and who is doing what as per the life cycle, and they are able to see which template they also need to use. Right at the bottom, click it and you get it. So when the Africa PMO was established, reporting was done manually, with the month-end reporting taking as long as 3 weeks to compile, with all the in-country resources contributing, as well as manual consolidation at the center, taking up to 7 working days with the teams in-country. Major drawbacks were consistency of information, no way to validate progression or accuracy, information only available once a month, and the inability to manage the project's portfolio in terms of the budgets, the schedules, and benefits. Now, with this development of having a system, we can now be able to provide all the weekly status reports, and there's visibility. Agile projects, even more frequently, we can have as many Scrum sessions as we can, full visibility of the finances, the benefits, the status and governance adherence, automation of the reports like the project steering committee, the PECs themselves, the benefits tracking reports, the project closeout report, which is now fully automated, and it used to take weeks on end and months for projects, for PMs to draft the closure report. This has now been reduced to minutes. Click of a button. Financial reports can now be received from the system. Agile reporting and tracking. We have our electronic Kanban and Epic dashboards where we can see the velocity, ability to choose what you want, what to see on your dashboard based on your stakeholder requirements. All these are items that have been made easily available. Monthly reporting is now done in 24 hours, providing all the stakeholders across the segment a full view of the entire change portfolio, full visibility of the finances, the benefit, the status and governance adherence. The monthly strategic reporting is now automated on our system, which we can be able to split between the BAU and the fully fledged projects. And all this helps us in terms of getting the RAC status, the country status dashboards, can extract it anytime, random extractions, the leaderboard, where you can be able to see how we are progressing from our KPI, and the resource planning. All those issues can now be resolved. From a governance, given the low maturity when the Africa PMO started, we distilled all the applicable policies into relevant business and technology controls to simplify the governance itself. So we have implemented the automation of the governance checks on the PPO system, self-attestation, people can go check what is missing, what is still outstanding, enabling the deliverable metrics on PPO's system, which provide reasons for deviation from the standard, and making sure that everyone is aware of what the system can provide from a governance perspective. So, although our primary mandate remains project delivery to achieve business outcomes, the PMO has truly become an enabler for change in the organization. More specifically, within the segment, we have driven the issues to do with project prioritization. We give them the tools. We can have the budget guides. We facilitate in-country conversations around prioritization in line with capacity, budget, and the value-based decision-making. Leadership development and specifically maturity in the disciplines of benefits realization, execution, and cost management. Continuous planning has been introduced for our digital portfolio, and we are now extending this to our agile projects. Let's go now to the most important part, our engagement with our community and the culture thereof. With the Africa PMO being distributed across 6 countries, building a strong community has always been key to our success. This has been done both formally as well as informally through some of the following mechanisms. So we have what we call community of practice sessions, where we train virtually people all the people across all our countries. We have our boot camps for PPO. We have conferences that we have, and we encourage networking. We have virtual cocktails. We have WhatsApp groups where we even celebrate birthdays and make sure that every event, achievements, awards have just been introduced, and beginning from the month of October, we'll now be giving awards to our teams that excel with delivery. In order to ensure PMO operates at its full capacity, it's coordinated the alignment of essential governance forums. This strategic move aimed to guarantee that project execution capabilities are supported by appropriate forums, minimizing any obstacles that may arise along the way. So you have all the various forums that we have put in place, and by the click of a button, someone is able to see what the forum does and what we should expect from that forum. Now, what value have we created? The Africa PMO has shown month on month growth in capability and delivery. However, much remains to be done to drive the maturity and have repeatable success. So key successes to date are the business strategy alignment, methodology and process consistency, collaboration and knowledge management, training and development of our people, benefits realization processes that we have implemented across our segment. The Africa PMO has been a key enabler for the growth in the segment and supporting the execution of the business strategy. We manage our function only based on business value and strive to drive good outcomes at all times. We do not hesitate to challenge business where initiatives and outcomes are suboptimal, and we hold them to account for delivery and benefit realization. As a result, this leaderboard was introduced to quantify the tangible benefits obtained from portfolio execution. The overarching goal is that this initiative will ultimately translate into the realization of the business benefits intended to be delivered by the project. The golden thread runs from the number of projects, business cases development, and all the way to benefits. Have we arrived yet? No. We are still work in progress, but the journey traveled so far can never be undermined and can never be underestimated. We have made so much strides. Here is what the Africa CEO had to say. In his own words, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation and admiration for the outstanding work of our Portfolio Management Office team. Your dedication, expertise, and tireless efforts have not only elevated our organization and project management capabilities, but have also significantly contributed to our overall success. Your implementation of a robust governance structure has been instrumental in ensuring that projects align with our strategic objectives and are executed efficiently. By establishing clear guidelines and processes, you have provided a solid foundation for project success and accountability. The Africa PMO has been a key enabler for the growth in the segment and supporting the execution of the business strategy. We manage our function only based on business value. The Africa PMO has been supporting, and you can see from the slide here that all these achievements, 80% of our projects in the master plan align to our strategic goals. Management of the portfolio with the agreed capital plan, all these issues are as a result of the work of the PMO. The Africa PMO was spotlighted in the pages of the Intelligent CIO magazine, highlighting the seamless implementation of the PPO system within our organization. And if you want to get more details, the link is provided there in the presentation. We also featured on the IT web in terms of the winning team of the work that we have done, part of the work as a result of our PPO rollout. And our teams have supported us. Cobas operations manager, I'm delighted to provide feedback. Kasky, from head of distribution, has also mentioned a whole lot about the PMO. Yolanda from HC, our country CEOs, everyone has said we are happy with the work that we are doing as a PMO. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you with this quotation from our Botswana CEO. I really like how PMO is in our faces. It's a big part of change management. I thank you.